Let me get my positioning. Oh, that's about as far as you can come. Is it? Okay. It's okay. I'll reach. I can reach. Yeah, don't try to do anything too much on that ladder. All right, so we are gonna do a Valentine's Day pedicure. We're gonna have to start, of course, by removing our polish that we've got on. We've got on gel polish. So I'm just gonna take my e-file and my carbide bit. It's my safety bit from Young Nails. We're gonna put our e-file up to 15,000 RPMs and we're gonna start removing. So easy enough. So right now we're just gonna be focused on removing what we've got on the toe here. I know I put on a pretty good layer of top coat to encapsulate our little gemstones from last time. I might as well turn this up since we've got a little bit to go through. Okay, so I went ahead and put my e-file up to 23. And I'm just lightly touching it. So no pressure. We've already got one of the dogs whining. Hey Tammy, how are you? I've got an interesting members only video coming this week, so stay tuned. Should be very, very interesting. And if you guys, for those of you who are not members, you can become a member. It's $5 a month, so super affordable. And you get behind the scenes and extra videos. I record something once a week, at least for the members only. Yeah, so if you're interested, no pressure, of course. All right, there we go. We'll have to remind people again later. It looks like we've got just a little bit of people in. Hello, everybody. We may have like a really small group tonight.
Can't wait. It will be fun.
Good, good, good. Yeah, I've got some exciting news that I haven't shared, and yeah, should be rather interesting. All right, till I get this off. Okay, I'm kind of in a position where it's hard for me to see from this angle, so I'm gonna try to get as close as I can. I'm gonna pull her skin back, and I see we've got just the tiniest bit of green. There we go. We've got a little green over here. I think I'll just wait to get that green when we get a little bit closer with our cuticle bit. So there's no reason to try too hard with this one. It's just a little bit too wide. We can pull that skin back. This one didn't have as much of a top coat on it, so it's pretty easy. And I'm not gonna worry about getting it perfectly all the way off because we are gonna go in with our arbor band anyway, so. All right, let's take this one down. Are you ready for a new polish job, Jandy?
Yeah.
You are? You guess so? And I don't have my dust extractor on, only because it's a little difficult when I do my pedicures, so I just figured I'll let it fall on the desk and then I'll sweep it off and clean it off as we go. We're both kind of back far away enough from it that it's not going up our nose or anything, or in our eyes. How's everybody's week going? I know it's only Tuesday, so it kind of just started, but. Okay, I know it's kind of hard to see the little bit of green on here. There we go. Okay, let me see the other one, Jandy. Okay, you can let that one rest. There we go. It's kind of felt like a busy week already. I feel like it's been a little on the busy side. We had something come through the Dallas area weather-wise. I don't know what it was, but oh my gosh, my allergies were going nuts last night. But you were fine, right, Jandy?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, Jandy doesn't have her mic on. I forgot.
Yenny Miguel said hi.
Hello, Yenny.
Honey, Bill.
There we go. We're
Avery
just
said
removing the
hi.
polish. Hey, Avery, how are you?
Anna, what is that tattoo supposed to be?
Hey, Anna. It is a spider monkey. It's a wee spider monkey. Now, she has a bruise on her toe. We're
Hi
waiting
from
for that
the
bruise to grow out, if it ever grows out. It's getting better.
Republic of
Yeah.
Belarus.
Hello. There we go.
Princess says hi.
Hey, Princess.
Avery said hi.
Hi,
I'm
Avery.
good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Okay. Everybody ready for Valentine's Day? Got your little Valentine's Day cards. I love the old-fashioned Valentine's Day cards, like the ones we gave away in preschool and stuff. They were so cute.
Anna said that was a pretty green.
It was, wasn't it? It really was. I think that you're gonna like today, Valentine, and it should be really cute. A little milky. We'll do something fun. There we go. We got one more left. All right, that's good enough. Let me get I'm gonna switch to my my arbor band here. Let me get this cleaned off real quick. So we've got a fresh surface to work on. I know it looks like you guys can't see the mess too much, but it's here, I promise. We've got a green mess. Okay, let's get this dust off so we keep our work clean. Okay.
Chicken Nugget said, sorry I hadn't been on in like 3 months. I had a small stroke and I'm trying to recover.
Oh, Chicken Nugget, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Are you feeling better? Are you doing better? I hope so. That's really scary, huh? I had some heart problems recently, and they were talking about stroke and stuff too. I just got worried with the talks about it, you know? It's like, oh, no. I don't want to deal with that.
Richard says hi.
Hello.
Chicken
You're
Nugget.
practicing with a walker and okay, good. Yeah, stay with that walker for as long as you need to. Don't try to rush it. Because you definitely don't want to fall and hurt yourself any further, you know? That would be horrible. I'm glad, though, that you're doing better. It gets scary, huh?
Sugar said, I love you, but I can't watch. I know they'll be amazing.
Sugar. I understand, huh? I feel you. At least Jandy's got very clean feet and no big problems outside of this bruise and then the occasional, like she likes to pick at her toenails and clip them off herself. And she clips them to the quick and stuff sometimes, even though she knows she's my foot model and she needs to not do that. She still does it. I don't think she can help it. I think she probably doesn't even realize she's doing it. All right, let's go in with my cuticle bit and we'll just get up tight, up around all the areas that have the skin. So it's my little bitty young nails cuticle bit. I was gonna go in with my arbor band, but I think we'll do this part first since I already pushed the cuticles back. And I'm gonna put my e-file on 9,000 RPMs. And I'm gonna get up in this corner first, get that cuticle, and we'll come across. I'm gonna get anything that is right up along the wall here that I didn't get before that's green, and then down both sides, of course, because cuticle will grow there too. And then we'll just move on to each toe. Toes really do really well at hanging on to the gel polish, so that's really good. Now, that's not to say everybody, because like I said, Jandy has really clean feet. And we've been doing her cuticle work for a long time, so that could certainly be helping. I'm sure it does.
Sugar says I gotta go live myself here in a bit because MG switched their release date. I'm scrambling.
Ah, well, I'll have to, yeah, I'm gonna have to come over and watch. I'm glad though that you're gonna be doing it. I'm excited. Have to see what you got. I didn't know that they switched their release date either. I didn't even notice. Probably because I always know, like, it's gonna come up on my feed, like, whenever it comes out. Like, I don't really have to go hunt for it in most cases. I think once I went, or no, twice I've gone hunting for a particular color or you know, something I really, really needed and didn't have. But otherwise, I usually make do with whatever I have. You know what I mean? If I don't have the exact something that somebody's using, then I'll just kind of make do. Which leads me to something else that I meant to, I'm gonna come on and show you guys this week. Because it made me think of this, and I thought I need to show you guys how I do this. So a lot of times, if I need to use, like if there's a color that I want and I don't have it in gel polish and let's say I'm not able to mix close enough or something, or if it's a polish that I love but it's in like a lacquer only polish, there's a little trick that I do to be able to use it. Now I know that there are products that you can buy to kind of turn your regular lacquers into gel polish. I don't have that little setup concoction, but it's just kind of what I do whenever I'm going to use my regular polishes to make them last like a gel polish and be able to chrome them or anything else I need to do. All right, let me get this little bitty wee one. But I had somebody reach out to me and ask me about it because I've got a lot of clients, believe it or not, that love like regular polish and they don't want to use gel polish, but they want their nails to last like a gel polish does. And I get it. I get it. Because that's so convenient with the gel that it will last so long. So I kept trying different things because I had clients that were insistent upon using the regular polish and not a gel polish. So I finally kind of figured it out, and I want to share that with you guys so that way you can take advantage of that for yourselves too. In case any of you are like that or that's just all you have and you want to be able to use that, we'll get you set up. Okay, I'm just going to kind of clean this up. I want a little bit more of this green gone. Now, sometimes the polishes can stain the toes. I don't think that's the case here, but let's get it as close as we can. That looks pretty good. I just don't want that green showing through. All right. And I usually don't like to use the toe separators. I'm not sure why. I just kind of prefer to grab hold of them myself. So as long as it's a client that doesn't move around too much and I can do that, that's what I prefer to do. Okay, let me see the other one. We're just kind of whizzing through, aren't we? Now we'll have to kind of work out something with color today because it's kind of a light color. But we'll have to work out something to recover that bruise. Hopefully, though, it will work out. I'm sure we can come up with something, even if I have to put some gold foil or something in there. We'll figure it out. Because we definitely don't want her to look like she's got a big bruised toe. because we wanted to have sexy toes for Valentine's. Pretty sexy toes. All right, let's get our e-file out the way. And let's clean these feet up.
Maria said hi.
Hey, Maria. Okay. I'm gonna get my alcohol spray, which comes in really, really handy, especially for the pedicures. Because you can really, like Jandy, she just got out of the bath, so I know her feet are clean. But if you're not sure and you just wanna make sure that you're working with clean feet, it's a great way to do it.
Serafina said hi.
Hey, Serafina, how are you? Okay, let's get these puppies cleaned off. All right, let me see your other toes, Jandy.
Tim Persephone said hi.
Hello, Tim Persephone. And we're gonna clean her upper skin too, so stay around for that. And I'm gonna go ahead and just shape up her toes real quick, just real easy. We just pretty much go straight across, so I'm gonna kinda, let me hold her toe best I can here. And I'm just gonna go straight across. And we do her feet so often that I rarely have to break out the clippers. Hi, Sabine. Even this one up so it looks nice and square. Take the sharpness off that toe. All right, let me come over here and do this toe, this big one. Oh yeah, this one, she had a little corner right here that was missing. So it's still kind of growing out. So I think because we have that, I'm gonna go ahead and tuck up on this side as well. And we'll just kind of do like a little oval. So let me change the shape on this one since we're dealing with that. Hey, Kenzie. Okay, let's just create just a little bit of a wedge here. Let me try to grab her toe. Grab hold of her toe. However you gotta do it. Okay, and I just want a little bit of curve in here. Okay, let me see, we've got a little bit of a, there we go. Now it's coming. Still a little bit longer right here. Okay, that's looking good. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of go over the top to kind of smooth it out a little bit. And on the side to make sure it looks nice and square. What'd you say, Jandy?
Hold on.
Oh, okay. Now she's got another one right here. Let me show you guys. Do you see where she's kind of nicked it on the side? So, now you can correct it with gel if you want to go that far. If not, then just try to kind of incorporate it in the shape. So if you need to just kind of tuck up your sides and make it a little bit more oval for this nail polish job,
Stray Kids
then we'll just do that.
said hi, I love your lives.
Hey, Stray Kids, thank you. I appreciate it.
Suzanne said hi.
Hey, Suzanne. Okay, there we go. Let's grab hold of this little one. Sometimes it helps to just go in one motion. If you just get down to where you're almost taking like the majority off. Get my finger in front of that other toe that wants to flip up at me. Okay. Now this one's got a little bit of, this one kind of took off growing. When you get to these three, because they're so small, you really don't notice if it's straight across or if it's kind of tucked up a little bit. So you don't have to go too far up into that side. There we go. And I'm just gonna come one direction up for this one. There.
Athena said, did you go to cosmetology school?
I did. I graduated, let's see, it's probably been about 3 years ago now. Maybe going on 4 years. Probably. I enjoyed it. It was fun. I mean, I went kind of like later in life. And if I had to do it over again, I would have gone like right out of high school or while I was still in high school, because I think it's a trade that you can always fall back on. And it's a trade that you can use for yourself, you know, to do things yourself. Save yourself a lot of money. A lot of times you can qualify for assistance for the programs, which is great. And it's a great way, you know, to learn how to take care of yourself at the very, very least. But if you ever need to fall back on it too. Okay, let's get a little bit more of this down. There we go. And this side. There's a little bit of green on here. And I'm just gonna use my file. There we go. Got it. Got it. Okay. I'm just gonna work my file in one direction. Try to make it easy on myself. So she's at kind of a strange angle for me whenever we film our pedicure lives, just so you guys know. Okay, if you'll lift your foot up for me, Jandy, just a wee bit. Okay. Just so I can get, let me see, I'm gonna come from this way. There we go. Same kind of with this one. It's kind of hard to get to, but I just need to make it a little bit shorter. Okay, we got it. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and douse her feet again with the alcohol. Get her cleaned up, get all the dust off. Okay, I see you. I'm gonna go in with my little wipe. Just make sure I get down these side walls, and there's this little bit of nail right here that I wanna get better. So let me get my little clippers. There we go. Just this itty bitty bit there. We're gonna get all this dust off from around her toe. And we're gonna clean up her skin, like I said, so don't worry if it looks like there's some skin that's dry that we need to probably get. We're gonna do that. And this is also dehydrating the nail. So it'll be nice and dehydrated when we get to work. Okay, let me see the other one. I'm gonna spray one more time. There we go. All right, I'm gonna scoot your toe over. That dust loves to hang out on the skin.
Amelia said satisfying.
Hey, Amelia. Okay. All right, next we're gonna start with our protein bond. So I just have my little bitty protein bond from Young Nails. She's so cute. I tip her over all the time when I use the tiny ones. So if you can get the bigger bottle, get the bigger bottle.
Rebecca and Doma said hi.
Hey, Rebecca and Doma.
Mabel says hi.
Mabel, hi. All right, there we go. Just do a little on each toe. They don't need much. Okay, switch me feet. Thank you.
Samantha said hi.
Hey, Samantha. All right, let's get these little toes. And we just kind of need to dot at them. There we go.
Steve said hi.
Hello, Steve.
Sue.
Sue.
Mabel said, how are you today?
I'm doing good, Mabel. How are you doing? Okay, I'm gonna go in with my base coat, which I'm gonna use my Kirsty Meekins base. It's just gonna give me a nice surface to work on top of. It's like acts as kind of a double-sided sticky tape. Help that gel just really adhere on there.
Glam said hi.
Hello, Glam.
Karen said hello from Florida.
Karen from Florida.
Blue Dust said the big toe looks like they suffered some pain.
I know, right? She doesn't even remember. Can you believe that? She doesn't know what she did to it. I know. It's been like that for a couple months now.
Growing slow.
It is growing slow. I know. Okay, Jandy, I'm going to stick your foot in the nuker. There you go. Okay, there you go. Okay, let me see your other foot. Okay. I'm going to back us up because she's got it crisscrossed over her other foot. I don't want it to be huge in your face. Yeah, this little corner over here we need to work on getting better too. Because it got cut to the quick with something that she did.
Hannah said hi.
Hey, Hannah. All right. Get your little toes. Gonna grab hold of this one. I'm gonna kind of work quickly because I don't want it to catch that light. Okay. All right, switch feet. Switch feet. Okay, I'm gonna get my little palette ready. So let's grab my art palette here. I'm gonna put it right in front of your foot, Jandy. If you don't, I'm gonna scoot, there you go. Perfect, okay. And let's get to mixing some things. So I'm gonna grab, I want a milky white, so I'm gonna use my Gel Bottles Milky. It's real, real pretty. I don't like to use it so much out of, like with the brush out of the bottle. So I'm just gonna kind of put some here on my palette. All right, want a little bit more than that. Okay, all right, so there we go. We've got that. I want a little bit of purple, like a lavender purple. So let me grab my lavenders. Here we go. Okay, I think I'm gonna use this lavender. It's a little bit of a brighter lavender. It is called Healing Glam by Madam Glam. Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit on my palette here. All right, maybe a little bit more. Okay, and I want a little bit lighter. Watch out, under your toes about to fall in it. It was going. All right, the other one I'm gonna use is more of a traditional lavender, and it is the Parisian Sea. It's one of my favorites. I like to use this just for like a regular manicure. It's super pretty. Like just a solid color manicure. Or mixed in with creamy though, it's really pretty too. Okay. All right, so I've got my little bitty pointier brush that we can use to get around the cuticle area. And we're gonna get to work here. I'm just gonna kind of wipe my brush off out of my bottle. Okay. And I'm gonna zoom us in just a little bit. Okay. I'm gonna go into my creamy. We're gonna put down a wet layer. And I'm just gonna brush it on just like a regular polish. And I'll just kind of add to it if I feel like we need a little bit more of that milky. Okay, looking good though. All right, I'm gonna go ahead, without curing it, I'm gonna go ahead and dip into my brighter purple. And just kind of spot here and there.
Shrek said hi.
Hello, Shrek. And then my lavender purple. Okay, so not anything specific, we're just kind of playing. All right, let me grab where's my ombre brush? Hang on one sec, let me grab my ombre brush. Okay, my ombre brush has gone missing. It's okay though. We can do it with our little brush. Okay. So I'm just gonna kind of pull this. It's gonna act as if we had a blooming gel down. It's just gonna kind of naturally bloom out. And I'm just gonna pull that color. And if I want more of a certain color, like here, I'm just gonna more of this more lavendery color. Yeah, that's pretty. Okay. Now we've got it running into her side already. I'm just gonna wipe it with my nail and pull through.
Edelina said hi.
Hi, Edelina.
Gabriella.
Let's add a little bit more of the bright through here. Thank you. It's very pretty, isn't it? Okay, I'm gonna go in with a little bit more of the brighter. Just kind of drag this through. Okay, I'm gonna leave that center just a little open there. Clean up the sidewall again. All right, I'm gonna give it a quick cure with my little light once I get it cleaned up here. Sometimes this likes to absolutely run crazy on the side. Okay, let's give it a quick cure. We'll just do like 15 seconds. All right, that's pretty good. All right. So I'm gonna go in with a little bit more of my Milky, just over some of it. Let me get this color off my brush. Okay, pick up more of that Milky. And I'm just gonna kind of add the Milky right in the center here. Okay. Let's pull it through nicely. All right, I'm gonna grab a little of glitter because I do want to encapsulate some glitter here. And I kind of want to do, let's see. Let's do kind of a, this one has kind of got purple in it, but it's also blue. And it's by New Revolution. And it's a dip powder, but you can also use these if they've got glitter on them that you want to use. You know, you can use the measured glitter as well, because we're just using a little bit, but it's super duper pretty. So I want to use that. And my brush has already got a little bit on it, but I can go ahead and get a little bit more of one of my gels. I'm just going to kind of dip in and just run it through. Okay. Here, I'm going to zoom you guys in a little bit better so you can see. Y'all see pretty good? Okay. Let's run it through the white part. Oh, that's pretty. And maybe a little bit more just over in here. Oh, I like that. It's so pretty. Okay. All right, I'm gonna cure this real quick. Just that way we make sure and get our glitter held down there. There we go. All right, I'm gonna go in, let's see. I'm gonna grab my white, and I'm just using my bold white from Madam Glam, and my itty bitty thin brush. I'm gonna put a little bit of this down on my palette. I don't need much. We're just gonna add though a little bit of dimension here. So I'm just gonna dip in. Let me roll my brush a little bit so I can create some really thin lines. Just real thin lines that kind of make it look like a crystal that's kind of cracking. Let's come up from this corner. I like that. It's looking real pretty. Oh, I love it. That's so pretty. Okay, let's nuke it. Once you get it how you like it, go ahead and nuke it. Okay. All right, Jandy, I'm going to move your foot over just a little bit so I can get the second toe in here. All right. On the second toe, I want to go ahead and I want to do milky still, but I want a little bit of that baby lavender kind of color. So I've got a little bit of milk with that lavender color in it. I'm just going to kind of go on here. Okay. And then again, with my little thin brush, I'm gonna go back into my glitter. Just get a little bit of that glitter on there. And I'm just gonna kind of do a thin line like this, where it just looks like it's just barely kind of bleeding over, okay? And I can also, I think I wanna also do the same thing like what we did with our white, I wanna do with our lavender. So I'm gonna dip right into the regular lavender. And let's just kind of do a little bit of a darker spot there. It's so pretty. Okay, it doesn't take much, just a wee bit. To scare you. Did it burn a little bit? Yeah. Okay, Jandy said, holy crap, what is that? Yeah, that gel's a little thicker, so sometimes it can kind of heat up on you. Okay, I'm gonna dip back into my brighter purple and into my milky, just to kind of create like a milky, brighter purple. And let's do kind of a half and half. So I want to paint this half, and let's do the outer half on this other toe. Be a little bit more. Okay. And then let's go back into that kind of lavendery purple. And milk, let's see. Make it a little bit more. Oh, I like that, that's pretty. Okay, I'm gonna dip straight into my lavender. And I wanna do just a wee bit of design maybe coming through here. Add a little bit more over here on the side. Okay, do we want any more glitter? I don't think so, I think we're good on glitter. Let's see. Let's get these two zapped. It may be hot, Jandy, for a second. Or not hot, you know, warm. Maybe warm on you. All right, then our little toe. How about we just do just milky on the little toe? So just the white milk. And I think I'll do a little bit of the white running through. There we go. Oh, let's do a little bit of glitter in that one.
J-Rob said hi.
Hey, J-Rob. Just because it's the pinky and it's cute and it's pizzazz it up a little bit. Okay, Jandy, I'm gonna slip you into the big lamp. You ready? All right. For 60 seconds, let me get your other toe. I'm gonna back us up. Okay, we're gonna do very similar over here. We might just kind of change up the colors just a little bit. Let's go in with our milky. We've got a little bruise over here to hide too, so we'll put the darker color over here. Okay. It's coming out very pretty though, Jandy. I love it. Yeah. dip into my...
Worried about the cuticle.
Oh no. She's fine, guys.
That wasn't a bruise, that was that stuff you had.
No, that was a, no, you had a bruise there too. I still got a little bit of glitter on this brush, but I'm not worried about it because we're gonna put glitter on it anyway. There we go. This one's gonna be a lot lighter than the other one. And then I'm gonna dip into my glitter with my little fine brush. And I'm just gonna kind of run this through. How about I keep this kind of more so in the center this time? Just to kind of give it a different look than the other toe. There we go. That's still super pretty. Let me zoom you guys in so you can see. Okay, I'm gonna give it a quick brush through with our white brush. No, actually, I think I wanna cure this layer. Let me do a quick cure just for 15 seconds. Just a quick little zap. Okay, I'm gonna dip back into my Milky. Let me clean my brush first because I got a little bit too much purple on it. Okay, back into my Milky. Just kind of brush over that just a little bit. Now, if you feel like you've taken too much away from your glitter, you can just wipe that off, which is what I'm gonna do. Okay, there we go. That looks good. All right, now let's go into the white and add our little bitty cracks. Just come through here.
Hey.
She's going to do it. Just, we won't gonna bark real loud.
Sit down.
Okay, let's come through here. I'm gonna come just a wee bit down here. And let's kind of come around. Okay, I like that. That's pretty.
How long have you been doing nails?
For about 3 years, maybe going on 4. I'd have to kind of look again. Time kind of has a tendency to get away from me a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna add just a little bit more right in here of our Milky. Okay, got it. I just kind of wanted to fill that part in a little bit. Okay, looks good. Okay, let's go on over to this one. Okay, I'm gonna just, from my palette, I'm gonna dip into one of these that has kind of the mixture of the Milky and the lavender.
Said it's very pretty and unusual.
Thank you.
Marta said hi.
Hello, Marta. You're shaking, Jandy. Your little toe shaking. Okay, there you go. Okay, let's just kind of put that all over the nail. And then kind of like the other one, I think I'm gonna do this one very similar. So I'm just gonna dip right into my little glitter. And just kind of run it through half that nail, just where it kind of looks like it bled over a little bit. Give it a quick zap. Okay, on this one, I'm gonna dip into my more brighter, kind of creamy. And let's do the whole nail in this color.
Steve says it matches her skin tone.
It does look pretty on her, doesn't it? I know, I don't know. You don't wear purple a lot, Jandy. But it does look real pretty on you. Okay, I'm gonna do the next toe the exact same. Okay, then with my little brush, I'm just gonna kind of dip in and drag through a little bit of it. Just a wee tiny bit. So it just kind of mixes those two purples. And then on the pinky, we're gonna do, let's see, here we go, my brush. I'm gonna get more of this milky. Let's get it on my toe. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of use my little brush here to pull it over. It's such a little tiny toe. Okay, and I do want to add a little bit more glitter on this one. So just that little pinky has just a little hint of glitter. Okay, Jandy, I'm gonna put you in the big nuker. Ready? There you go. Okay, let me see your other foot again. Okay. Now before I go back in my bottle with my brush, I'm gonna go ahead and wipe this off. Make sure I don't have any lavender on it. And then she's gonna go back in my gel bottle. And this color, by the way, is Milky Biob. Milky Biob. She works very well for all kinds of artwork. All right. And again, the little pretty glitter I'm using is by New Revolution. It's a dip powder, so you can use it both as a regular dip powder or you can use it for your nail art. Okay, let's get this out the way. Okay. Now I'm gonna take a good fill of her toe and see if we need to encapsulate it with a thicker gel. We do. Okay. That's what I was wondering, if we needed to encapsulate it with a thicker gel or if a top coat would work. And we do need to go ahead and encapsulate it. So let's do that. We'll just do the big toe, I believe, because I think the other ones are gonna definitely be, yeah, the other ones are thin enough that they'll just be able to be top coated. Okay, let me get my Young Nails Build Pink. It's got a little bitty bit of a pink tint to it, otherwise it's clear. And we don't need much because it's her toes. And we're just trying to kind of encapsulate that glitter so it doesn't stick up and irritate anybody. Okay, I'm kind of running low on my... Okay, let's start with that little dollop right there. I'm just gonna use my little bitty brush just to kind of move it around here. And we'll get this under a good coat of gel. We'll just try to keep it thin. Let's go back here again with this gel. Let's get a little bit more over here because we've got more glitter over here. Okay, and then once you get it all over the nail, and it looks like your glitter is all encapsulated underneath that gel, which that's looking pretty good, then we will give it a final cure here. Let me just make sure I got it everywhere I want it. Okay, looks good. Let's give it a flash cure. Okay, and then I'm gonna go in with my other top coat, just a regular top coat, gel top coat, and we're gonna just top coat these guys. Okay. This is kind of my top coat that I use for my glitters, so it may have a little bit of fairy dust in it or something. No, it's doing good. Okay. I want a little bit more on this one just to even out this toe. We are going to buff these out too though. Just the tiniest bit after this layer. If they feel like they're gonna bug anybody. Okay, I'm gonna put you in the nuker, Jandy, okay? Okay, go under the nuker. There you go. All right, let me see this foot. Oh, Jandy, it's too high. There you go. Gotcha, gotcha. Okay. All right, again, we're gonna encapsulate this guy. So just squeeze a nice little blob on there. And I'm gonna dip my brush in and move it around this nail. And you can do it with any brush that you want. This is just kind of the brush that I had handy, so I'm just sticking with it. We just want to encapsulate those glitters is the main goal. And then we're going to use our, hang on, let me get this around here. And then we'll use our top coat to make it shiny and pretty. Okay, move this over here a little bit. She's jiggling around a bit. It's funny how you're shaky today, Jandy. Did you eat enough? Did you? Oh, it's a weird angle? Okay. Yeah, you are kind of in a weird angle. Okay, I'm gonna get the littlest bit over here in this corner. I don't need much, so I'm just gonna add a tiny bit more. And I wanna pull it just up in this little corner where I'm trying to kind of fill in anyway. I wanna make that real smooth. Okay, there's a little bit of a blob over here, so I'm just gonna pull it back down. Andy, in the nuker with that one, if you would. Or here, I can just zap it real quick. Probably be easier for you. Make it easy.
Olivia said hi.
Hey, Olivia. Okay. All right, now let's top coat these other guys. These other little tiny toes. Okay, let me scoot your toe over. I'm gonna get your pinky. Get your pinky. Okay, and the nuker, Jandy. There you go. Okay, now let's take a look at this one. All right, so I wanna make this smooth if it's not already. Let me, I'm gonna give it a quick wipe down with my swipe, my young nail swipe, to get that tacky off. And I kind of already feel it feels good. It feels, we've covered all of the little bits and bobs. Let me feel. Okay, that feels good. So we just want to kind of smooth out this one and add a final top coat on it. Let me do that. All right, I'm just gonna take my buffing block. And I just want to kind of make sure that she is as thin as she can be. And nice and smooth. Okay, let's go across the bottom. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and take my file again, just to make it nice and kind of very, very sharp. Not sharp like point, like not like sharp you're gonna cut somebody with your toe, but sharp like a nice job. Sharp.
Sherry.
Hey, Sherry. Okay, looks real pretty. All right, let's get it wiped off again. go ahead and get it top coated. I think I do want to get this little side. There we go. And this little side, just to make it a little bit sharper. Okay. Now look how pretty that is. That's so pretty, Jandy. I love it. It's gorgeous. Looks like a gemstone. And it's got just enough glitter, you know what I mean?
Much to your chagrin.
I love it. I know. I'm gonna zoom you guys in so you can really like take a look. Ooh, isn't that pretty? We're gonna clean her toe up here in a second. Get her skin all prettied up. But look at that, isn't that pretty? Okay, let's make sure our top coat is coming across. Nice. Okay, Nuke. And let me see the other one. All right, so again, we're gonna, with this one, I'm gonna take the sticky off. There we go. Clean those up. Okay, we're gonna get this buffed up. Okay, feeling good. I'm gonna back us up so we're not so close. Okay. I think I wanna do one more thing color-wise with this one, but I'll get it here in a second. Okay, let's get this where it's kind of nice and smooth. All right, and then just kind of make it crisp. I'm trying to grab her toe at an angle where I can kind of see it too. Okay, let's get this side up a little bit more. All right, looking good, looking good. I think actually it looks really, really pretty. Okay, clean it off. Feels nice and soft. And now let's top coat this one. My top coats, this particular top coat is kind of down at the very bottom of my bottle. Okay, let's see. So I feel like I need to just kind of smooth out my top coat a little bit more. Okay, that looks really pretty. All right, nuke Jandy. Nuke it. Okay. All right, let's get these other little toes cleaned up nicely, and then we're gonna get after her skin. Okay, so I just want to, again, just make it kind of a little crisp. Not a lot of filing that needs to be done. It's more just kind of going over that little edge. Okay, hold that toe down. Okay, that toe down. I don't know why this makes a big difference though when you just, like after your top coat, if you just kind of go around and just kind of fine tune it. If you get any gel on the skin and you didn't wipe it off before you cured, it's okay because this final step is going to be where we're going to clean up her skin, and anything that got on her gel-wise, we can easily zap it off. But this little toe was a little kind of funny shaped. Let me get this little bit. Okay, let me see this other one. All right. Make it a little crisp. Yeah, if there's something that you can't get close enough, like this one is going to give me a little bit of problems right there at the front. Don't worry, because we can get it with our next bit that we get the skin with. Okay, and pinky guy. Pinky. You can probably tell I rarely can see this outer part of her pinky toe. Thank you, Jandy. It's okay though, we'll clean it up with our bit. All right, now we go on to the skin bit. And what we can do, okay, let me get my alcohol. I'm gonna back us up so you guys can see nicely. Okay, spray again with some alcohol. And let me just wipe it a bit. Okay, let me see the other one, Jandy. Okay, spray it down. Just kind of get it wiped off, any dust. Okay, I'm gonna go in with my cuticle oil. I've started doing this step. I used to put this step at the very end, but actually I'm starting to like add it at this step, so that way when I go around and buff out the skin, it's a little bit more comfortable for her. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with my cuticle oil, which this one is my Cusio. I'm gonna go ahead and apply a little bit on each toe. Okay, get that all around that toe. All right, so at this point, I'm gonna go in with my little skin bit, which is the little bitty ball. And let's see. I've gotta reach my e-file here. Okay, we're gonna put this on a speed of 12,000 RPMs. Okay. And I'm just gonna kind of go around and buff this out just a little bit. If I see that we have gotten, like right here, there's the tiniest bit of product. Let me see if you guys can see. It's like right here on her skin. I actually can't get close enough with this particular bit without taking off her top coat. So I'm just gonna leave it for now. And I'm gonna hit these other areas. So anywhere that looks a little dry, and if you can't get it, just kind of move on. We'll grab another bit here in a second. All right. Let's get right here on the little dry skin parts that I know are there. They're kind of hiding at the moment. Everything looks so much better though with the oil on it, you know? Okay, let's get around this little toe because I know he was dry too.
Just a little bit.
Huh? Oh, was I off a little bit? Okay. Sorry, guys.
Elizabeth Garcia said hi.
Hey, Elizabeth. I want to go ahead, since I'm on this foot, let me show you what I do to get a little bit closer. I'll just go in with my more like square, kind of barreled cuticle bit if I need to get up close. And let's go back to this toe where I'll show you. So this little bitty bit, I can just kind of go up in here and see it got it right off. Same with this very front part. I can just go right up in here and get that dry skin. Now, I don't like to do anything like excessively, but I'm just gonna get what is noticeably dry to me, or if there's any bit of product that I need to get off. That right there. Right in front of this toe. Otherwise, it looks good. That one's looking good. Get this little area a little bit better. And over here on this little bitty side, I wanted to clean up a little bit better. Okay, switch me toes, Jandy. I'm gonna switch back bits. I just kind of wanted to show you while we were right on top of it. Okay, let me back us up. Okay, let's do our cuticle oil again on this one. All right, and then right in front of that toe. Okay, again, let's go 12,000 RPMs. You got to go at a little bit of a speed, just so you can just lightly touch it and get what you need to, because otherwise you'll end up having to go over something time and time and time again if you're going too slow. I did that in the very beginning and I realized, okay, when it comes to that, it helps to have a little bit of speed. And on this toe, it's kind of like the other one. Would be better off if we use our other bit, our cuticle bit, to get up closer. Okay. Whoop. Did I? Oh, I did kind of touch your shape a little bit with my, it's okay, we can fix it. I barely touched the shape with that one. So I do want to shape it up again before she's done. Let's get this little toe pretty good. Okay. And pinky. And you can also use this bit if you have anywhere on the toe, like she doesn't have this problem right now. Well, she's got a little bit. If you've got some dry skin over here, you can also use this bit to just kind of buff that out. And there you go. So that way we're not doing a lot. Let me see your other one real quick. Yeah, it's not bad. Not at all.
The heel might be.
Oh, your heel might be
Sides.
the outside? Okay, let me see. She says the outside of her heel. Oh, I see. Okay, this is a little bit bigger of a job. So let me show you. Well, I'll just show you with this one. But I have a bit, though, that's this kind of bit, but it's bigger. So it works really, really well for this kind of area. But you can still get it with your little tool. It's just the bigger one works better for a larger area. And like I said, I don't like doing too much, because if you irritate the skin too much, you can actually end up causing more calcification and more of a problem with that skin wanting to be toughened up and wanting to toughen up and protect itself. So you don't want to overdo it. Let me see your other one, Jandy. If you can reach over here. All right, let's get this one. Okay, let's see. Okay, this one's not too bad, Jandy. Just gonna buff it out a little bit. And again, the faster that you go and the lighter that you can touch the skin, the better. Okay, and then we're gonna add, let's see. Oh, let me go ahead and go back to the toes real quick before I forget, because I wanna go around with my cuticle bit again, the little kind of more square spiral one, so I can get right up next to those toes and get any of that skin off. So she didn't have a lot of problem with any polish on her skin, so much on these toes, but we do have this kind of dry skin up in here. Okay, looking good. A little bit of polish right here on this corner. There we go, flakes right off. And I want to get closer in here. She's got deep sidewalls, and I just want to get in a wee bit closer. There we go. And this one. Okay, and the pinky. Mr. Pinky. Okay, we got it. All right. Okay, I'm just gonna take my little towelette. I'm not gonna add any more alcohol. to her toes, but we're gonna clean her up. So pretty on you. Okay, I'm gonna go around one more time with my little file while I say that. Here we go. Just on this toe that I kind of messed up my shape on. There we go. Wait, one more time. Okay, got it. Okay, let me see the other one. Okay. All right, get her dusted off. And before I put her lotion on, I'm just gonna make sure she doesn't have any kind of dust filling on her foot. She doesn't, she feels good. Okay, let's put on our lotion and just get this worked in, especially on that heel. There we go. Oh, I love that polish on you, Jandy. It is really pretty. And I love how the toes go from this like the mixture of lavender colors. Yeah, how it goes to the bright lavender and the baby lavender and then that milky white. It's so pretty. Okay. All right, let me get this foot over here, Jandy. You're gonna be all set for Valentine's. I know. We do need to do your nails though, your other nails. Give you a Valentine's look. I mean, they're pretty as they are, but yeah, maybe Thursday we'll do a nail look on her. A Valentine's nail look. Yeah, Thursday we'll be doing another live, so hopefully we'll see you then. Oh my gosh, I love them, Jandy. They're so cute. What do you guys think? Do you love them? Let me show you again. We're gonna zoom in so you can see that glitter. So, oh my gosh, they're pretty. So pretty. It's like a little milk bath, like a lavender milk bath. Oh,
Such so beautiful. Love them.
it is, isn't it? I love it. Thank you. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate everybody being so kind and patient and everything, and I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you Thursday, same time, same place, and we'll do something with nails. We'll do something fun with the nails. Either we'll do a Valentine's look, or we may do just a look that I kind of catch that I kind of can't get off my mind, something like that. All right. Thank you, guys. I will see you very soon. Have a good night. All right. Bye-bye.